Okay, today's canning chat question is regarding canning pinto beans. Hi there, my name is Sharon Peterson and I'm with simplycanning.com, where you can find home canning tutorials, tips, tricks, and recipes and online classes. Come join me there and I will help you get your pantry filled. So today's canning chat question comes from my inbox, and it is from Tammy, who is in Arkansas, and she writes, I'm canning dried pinto beans. I understand everything about soaking the beans, rinsing, and then cooking 30 minutes, but I couldn't find an exact measurement for how many beans go in each jar. If you fill the beans to the top, won't they still swell while cooking? I have a friend who measures her half cup of dry per pint and then fills with hot water to 1 inch space. But I wanted to do your method, which I am glad to hear that. Can you give me an exact measurement for how many beans to put in my pint jars and then fill with the cooking liquid? I'm going to can in the morning and I want to be sure that I do it right. Okay, so what your friend is doing is she is putting dry beans in the jar, adding the hot water, and then processing it, and the beans are cooking in the jar itself in the pressure canner. A lot of people do it that way, but you just need to be aware that it's not a tested method. When they tested the methods and the times involved and the pressure for pinto beans or any other dried bean, they tested it with a partially cooked bean to start with. So the texture is going to be different. The density of the beans are going to be different. So you can't use those tested method directions with those dried beans. It hasn't been checked out. So I'm glad to hear that you're going to do the pre-soak and you're going to start from a partially cooked bean. So that's my first point. So the second point is, you're right, that the beans do tend to swell a little bit in the jar, even if you've done the pre-soak and the pre-cook. They will tend to swell a little bit. So what you want to do is be sure that you are filling your jar up to the proper headspace. So the headspace is the distance between the lid and the food in the jar. So what I have here is not a jar of beans because I didn't have any on my shelf, but this is actually just a jar of jelly. So the headspace is the distance between the lid and the level of the food inside the jar. So with beans, you want to have a 1 inch headspace. So what you're going to do is, first you're going to put your beans in your jar, and what I do, because the beans do tend to swell, I will actually leave a 2 inch headspace, or even maybe a little bit more. But I am pretty generous with that headspace when I'm doing beans because they do tend to swell and I just have better luck this way. However, you want to be sure that your liquid is up to the proper headspace for what needs to be in your jar. So your beans will be at a 2 inch headspace, and then your water is going to be above that up to a 1 inch headspace. So that is what I have done, and I've had good results with that. I hope it was helpful. I am glad to hear that you're not starting with dried beans, that you're going to go ahead and pre-soak and pre-cook your beans. That's the perfect way to do it. So this is Sharon with simplycanning.com. I hope that was helpful. You guys have a great afternoon, and we will see you in the next canning chat. We'll talk to you later.